I guess that kind of leads me to like towards the end of this, like just thinking like if we had any final thoughts, like outside of like postpartum depression, like if there was a new mom that may be watching this or a new dad that's out here watching this and they're really scared like of like the what's going to happen like when it comes to their kids, like what is some like good like advice that you would give to them regarding their like fear of like being the perfect parent, basically.
I would just say,
Yeah.
like, give yourself some grace.
Yes.
Because there's so many moms, and I was one of those that beat themselves up if I wasn't doing everything perfect, everything right, everything this way or that way. Like, and another thing that thankfully, like Kendall's pediatrician actually told me this. He said, Mama, it's okay. If she has changed, if she has been fed, and if she's not running a fever or sick, it is okay to leave her in that crib and let her cry for a little bit so that you can either shower or eat or cry yourself or lay down. Like, it is okay. Because there's been times that I've sacrificed getting a shower. I've sacrificed eating. I've sacrificed my own mental sanity just so I could hold her so she'd quit crying. And I think that there's a lot of pressure on women as far as that goes, like trying to do everything perfect, being there every single time that they cry. But you don't have to be. You can let them cry. It is okay. As long as you've met their basic needs, you can let them cry and you can go take care of yourself. Because if you can't take care of yourself, like, you can't really fully take care of another. You have to have yourself in check and like make sure that you have your basic needs met before you can,
Right. That was my issue. That was my problem. Like, I absolutely hated to hear her cry.
Mhm.
It was like it did something to me. I don't know, like any other baby, I could I could listen to them cry and it wouldn't bother me, but like my own child, it was like it would hurt me so badly to hear her cry that I would sacrifice, like you said, I would sacrifice eating. I would sacrifice taking a shower. I would sacrifice, sleeping just so I could be there for her when she would cry. And only recently, like when she was like 2, did I start the you're fine, you've eaten, you're not your pants aren't wet, you're not hurting or anything, you're not sick, you're fine. If you want to cry, go ahead. But mom's gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna go eat something. I'm gonna go just sit by myself for a second and just catch a breath. But that first year, yeah, it was every time she cried, I would like jump up and what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? And my dad's like, I don't like to hear her cry either, but you don't have to jump up every time she cries. It's okay. She's not hurting. She hasn't broken anything. It's okay to let them cry. Just, but he was it was it that's my thing. If you can take care of yourself. You can. Babies, they're that's what they do. They cry. That's the only way of communicating. They don't know any other way to get someone else's attention but to cry. So yes, I agree. If you change them, if you fed them, if they're not sick, if they're not hurting, if all their basic needs are met, just sit them down. If they want to cry, just let them cry. It's okay. They'll be they'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll get they probably won't even remember it in like 2 minutes. So it's okay. Just let Mommy, you have to go in there. She's in there. You have to take care of it, especially the moms. You have to take care of yourself to be able to take care of your child. You cannot you cannot go without just to give them what they need or what you think they need. You have to take care of yourself. That was one of my main things. Like, I would always buy her things, buy her new clothes, buy her new toys, and I would go like 6 or 7 months without buying a new shirt for myself. And people literally had to tell me, go shopping for yourself. Don't buy her anything else. Go buy you some clothes. Go buy you shoes. Go buy you something you want. And I'm just like, I thought I was supposed to buy everything for her. And they're like, why would you have her out in all these nice clothes and you're wearing clothes from 5 years ago? And I'm just like, that you got a point. So yes, definitely take care of yourself. The dads too, take care of yourself. Single fathers, fathers who are with the mothers, you have to take care of yourselves too. You can't just go without, or you can't just not have because you feel like your child deserves more than what you have or what you can give. You have to take care of yourself too. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of them. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, like I said, I'm glad that y'all both brought that up because, yeah, like I said, there's no such thing as a perfect parent. We're all, we're all gonna make mistakes. Like I know eventually when I become a dad, I know there will be mistakes that I make, and like I said, just giving yourself that grace, just knowing that like you can still bounce back from it, you can still do good in that area, and then also yeah, just because you or taking care of yourself doesn't make you a selfish person. You know that like once you become a parent, and of course, it's not all about you. It's, about
Right.
your kid and you put your kid, first. So like, so definitely having that selflessness definitely comes into play. But at the same time, like you said, if you've done everything, if their diapers change, if you fed them already, if you've already like they get let out a good big burp and they're still crying, then it's like, what else can I do? Like you just have to let them cry it out, and it's like it's all there is to it. So I said just definitely don't ever beat yourself up. New parents, if you're out there, just know that like it's a like Madison said earlier, it's definitely a learning experience. Even when her kid may become older, like so you're gonna still learn things. I'm sure my mom, my dad still learn things even to this day, and I'm 29 years old right here. Like, and I'm sure they're still learning, new things, even about like their grandkids and stuff like that. So just last year, just definitely don't beat yourself up, give yourself some grace and just know that you're being the best parent that you can be. And as long as you're providing for them, what the needs that they need, and as long as you're showing them that love and compassion, and as long as you're showing yourself that love and compassion as well, that's definitely going to, you're doing a good job. And yes, you're definitely, you're going to go a long way with this, and that's you're going to be just fine. So
Yeah. There's no such thing as a perfect parent. If there were, all kids would be the same. We wouldn't have, these. It wouldn't be like it is now. If parenting was perfect, or it had to be perfect, you're gonna mess up. You're going to continue to mess up. There's no way around it. There's no way to avoid it. There's no way to stop it. It's just something that it's gonna happen. And like you said, it's a never ending learning experience. Like even with my mom now, she's in her 50s and I'm an adult, almost 30, and she's still learning, like different ways of parenting with my daughter because, like times change. The way they were parented back then is not the way that we parent now. A lot of stuff has been debunked. A lot of stuff is just not being used anymore. And there's just no correct way to parent. Like as long as you are not hurting your child, as long as you are not abusing your child, as long as you are not mentally abusing your child or allowing people to do that, you're doing the best you can. Like don't just think that I have to do it this way or my child's going to turn out bad or I'm going to be looked at as a bad parent because I mean, I'm pretty sure all of our parents have done things, with us growing up that they just wish they hadn't done or they wish they knew now they knew then what they know now. So like there's no way to just be this perfect, straightforward parent. You're going to hit bumps, you're going to, mess up. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I promise.
Yeah, so I hope that this conversation has been a good like comfort to new moms and dads out there, and I definitely appreciate both Madison and Adrian for being on here and sharing their experiences with this. So, if you're out there listening, if you enjoyed this video, if you're watching this from my YouTube channel, Not Your Average Joel podcast, be sure to give me a like. Be sure if you're going through a similar experience, be sure to comment and tell us about your experiences as well. And also, if you're watching this on Facebook, be sure to give this a like as well on there, or be sure if you want to comment on there as well, or if you want to reach out to me privately, you're more than welcome to do that. And I also have an Instagram page, Not Your Average Joel Podcast. And so just once again, I'm just grateful, for Madison and Adrian for sharing their experiences and talking about things that are very personal and things that they went through and just their life as mom. Les and your beautiful daughters, and Les just love seeing like both of your journeys. And Les, I definitely am glad that I still keep up with y'all even after high school. And I
Yes.
definitely look forward to having both of you on like some of my future podcasts, because I know both of y'all signed up for more than just this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you both for joining. And for everybody out here, I'm going to stop this recording and kind of finish up my conversation with them. And I hope that all of y'all have a good rest of your day. And I will talk to y'all later.